Hey guys, what's up? Today's video is a little bit different and I hope that you guys still enjoy it. I'm just going to show you guys how I transformed one of the dresses that I thrifted a while ago. So the dress that I got was a wedding dress and I got it at Value Village probably 3 years ago, I think. It was the most expensive thing that I've ever bought at the thrift store. I think it was $60, and when I saw it, I just knew right away that I just have to have this dress. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like something from a Disney movie. It looks like a princess wedding gown. And it actually fit me absolutely perfect, even with the length, which is really weird because I'm really short. The only thing that I struggled with is the color of the dress, which is white. White is a little bit harder to photograph and it just looks very much like a wedding dress, and I wanted it to look more like a costume or something just more magical that would fit a little bit more with the style of the pictures that I do. So finally I decided I'm gonna dye it because it's been sitting in my closet for over 3 years and I've never done any pictures with it because it just never fit with the theme that I had in my mind. So yeah, I decided to dye it like a light pink color. So me and my mom went to Michael's and found this awesome fabric dye. It's in a powder form, so all you have to do is you get some really scalding hot water, pour your dye in it, and then put your dress in the water and let it sit for 45 minutes or so, and it's done. Just follow whatever directions you have on your dye. There's so many different dyes. When we went to the store, there's spray paint and gel form and like a chalk form and powder form. I just thought that the powder is going to be the easiest one to do. Also, you can do this in the tub. We just decided not to do it in the tub because we didn't want to dye it. We just never did this before, so we were not sure about what we're doing exactly, but it actually turned out pretty good. The tulle got dyed amazingly. There's no problems there. The only problem is the bodice of the dress itself. I knew that we're probably gonna have some problems there because, first of all, because of the material. It's satin and it's a little bit harder to dye these kind of materials, and also because the bodice has a lot of lining underneath, and that's what kind of caused the fabric to have kind of a tie-dye effect. It doesn't bother me. I think it still looks nice, and if it looks weird in pictures, I can always fix it in post. But in general, I mean, I wish it was more uniform color, but it is what it is, and it still looks very, very nice. So after we dyed it, we just put it in the washer and we put it on rinse cycle, so it would just rinse all of the dye out. It would be really hard to try to rinse it by hand because of how many layers this dress has. And then after that, we stuck it into the dryer and dried the dress that way. Again, it was just a lot faster and easier for us to do because of how many layers and how big the dress is. So now we got the dress out and it looks beautiful. I absolutely love the color. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to be. So now I went ahead and I tried to steam the dress, but because it was so wrinkled after the dryer, but it didn't really work, so I actually had to go ahead and iron the whole thing, which took forever. But after I did it, it just looks so much better. It just looks so much nicer when you have the tulle or all ironed up and have it wrinkle free. So after all that was done, I thought that the dress needs something a little bit more extra, and I really wanted to add more flowers onto the dress. Now I thought a lot about how am I gonna do it. I thought I'm gonna take some of the fabric from under the dress because it has so many layers. I thought like maybe I cut a little bit of the fabric there and make the roses like that. Then I thought maybe I'll just go to the fabric store and buy some tulle and make more roses out of that. And then I remembered about this one pink dress that I've had for a while, and I've shot with that dress a lot, and I just haven't been using it much anymore. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna sacrifice this dress and I'm gonna use the fabric from that dress to create more roses. Now this was pretty easy. All I did, I cut some strips out of the tulle of the pink dress, and then I kind of like folded it, making it into a rose, and then with some needle and thread I just secured the bottom and make a bunch of roses in different sizes. After my roses were done, I thought, why not go even extra step and try to spray paint some parts of the dress with gold or silver. So I tried spray painting it at the very like bottom layer of the dress to see what it's gonna look like, and then I decided that maybe not. I didn't want to ruin the dress with that, and I really wasn't sure, so I decided not to spray paint it. But instead I decided to add some of the silver detail into the dress with the leaves. So I don't know if you guys remember, I was making kind of a gold leaf crown recently, and I decided to do the same kind of thing for the dress. So I took some of the green leaves that I had left from the crown, spray painted it silver, and I decided that it's gonna look very cool with the dress. The more roses and some silver leaves. So finally everything was ready, and all I did, I took some of the pins and I placed all of the roses on the dress to see what it's gonna look like before I actually attached it to the dress, and it looked beautiful. Everything was great. So then I was about to glue the the roses onto the dress, and I was talking to my mom on the phone, kind of telling her the progress and showing her the pictures, and she told me, Irene, don't glue the roses to the dress, actually just pin them with the safety pin to the dress, because what if you want to redo it further on? You know, don't glue it. It's such a beautiful dress, you're gonna ruin it. And I thought, you know what, this is actually a brilliant idea. If I just safety pin all of the roses to the dress, this means that I can further redo the dress a little bit differently, maybe put some more roses if I want to, or a different kind of flower, or I don't know, dye the dress a different color again. And also this way I will be able to take those roses that I made and maybe use them for something else, and maybe safety pin them on a different dress. So that's what I did. I just safety pin every single rose to the dress. I'm not gonna lie, this was a very tedious and just annoying process, because it's kind of hard to safety pin each rose kind of the way you want it. You kind of have to fiddle around with it a lot. But finally I did it, and I did the same exact thing with the silver leaves. I just stuck a safety pin onto the leaf and then pinned it to the dress, and that's pretty much it. The dress is ready. I honestly really love this dress. I can't wait to shoot with it. I already picked the model, and I already have the makeup artist to do the hair and the makeup for this. The only thing is left is I want to make a very specific crown for it. If I will be making the crown, don't worry, I will definitely make a DIY for you guys to see. But yeah, this is what the dress looks like before and after. So I hope you guys like this video. If you have something that's been sitting in your closet and you want to remake it, or if you have the dress that you've been using for photo shoots a lot and you just want to give it new life, go ahead, dye a different color, cut it up, put some more flowers, redo it, just be creative. And this also goes to show that even if you really want to do this kind of fantasy photography and you just think that you don't have enough money to buy an amazing dress, this just proves that you can go to a thrift store, find something really cool, and then make it even more beautiful. So please leave me more video suggestions in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of this video. Give it a like if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my new videos, and I'll see you guys in my new video. Bye!